Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a discussion on aging, or my fear of aging. I just had some coffee and I'm like kind of getting into like the jittery mood, so it might seem like, wow, you're talking about your fear very, very openly and very, very weird, like energetically. It's like it's all a facade. It's the fucking coffee. Just letting you know. So I feel like at this point it's not a fully developed fear. It's kind of just how I feel. I feel weird and old, and I feel like I'm withering away, and I feel like I'm gonna die any day because I'm withering away, which has to do with my fear of death. So I don't think it's as much a huge fear as it is like a sub fear of another fear. So that's a thing. But yeah, like it's weird. I feel so old. I know, and by the time you watch this, I will be 24. It is currently the 24th of July, and that means July. Yeah, that sounds weird. July, which means I am still 23 right now. And I've been feeling this very old feeling lately. I've been feeling really old, like I'm gonna die. I'm gonna like disintegrate because I'm so old. And I know that's not true. I know it is true. Like, I think it's also, I finally got to that point. I am drinking some coffee, sorry. I finally got to that point where my metabolism is slowed down, so it's weird. I'm just at that, I just feel weird. But I think with the metabolism slowing down, it's also because I moved and I have a whole different, like, lifestyle. Which, it's a whole different video that I did do. So, it was a sketchy video I did, like, 2 months ago. Link down below if I actually remember. It's like a weird thing. Getting old is weird. Getting old in this generation is weird. Maybe I should say it like that. Because I was a part of the VHS cassette tape amazing millennial generation. I am a part of that generation. And if you guys don't know, because a lot of people get this mixed up, what a generation is, and like what generation you're a part of. Millennials are from 1981 to 1996. There's a study on it. You can fucking go and research it. But yeah, so I'm a millennial. I know people think that I'm probably not, because yeah, started in 1981, which is weird. It's such a weird thing because you say millennials, millennium, 2000s, but no. Anyway, there you go. But it's such a weird thing to grow up in this time. Like, I thought about this yesterday. Like, hundreds of thousands of years from now. Like, because will people see what we did and be like, this is this, like, the way that we see ancient things now. Like, could you imagine, like, reading a textbook about how lit something is? Like, it's so weird. But yeah, I don't think I really thought about any of, and also it might be because I work from home now, and like I'm by myself a lot. I have a lot of time to think. Maybe that's why I'm like starting this whole like I am my life is over type of thing. But yeah, like I think it's also, I don't know if it's because humans never used to live this long or something, but a lot of people say this, but I never thought I would live to this age, which is such an interesting thing too, because think about it, I am older than Romeo and Juliet. I am older than most historic figures. The fuck is this? How am I, like, Shakespearean things? Yeah, her, older than them. Probably older than fucking, Jane Bennett, which is fucking weird as fuck. Actually, let me go check this. Let's see how old Jane Bennett is. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's from Pride and Prejudice. I was like, I thought I was older than her. I will be older than her in a few days. That is crazy. Like, I grew up with, like, because I was really weird and such a nerd. I used to read, like, Shakespeare and, like, classic books. And all the fucking people, like, I am so old that YA books aren't my genre anymore, technically. I mean, I can still fucking read YA book, but it's not meant for me anymore. I'm not the main demographic anymore. It's so fucking weird to me. And I think it's just weird. I mean, also, it's also weird being old on YouTube. I know that I'm not old. I know there's people older than me, and I know there is a younger generation than me, but it's interesting to see the generation that is now. Like, I mean, I started YouTube when I was what, like, because I started, it's almost 10 years since I started. I think I started in 2010, and yeah, that was just fucking crazy. It's been 10 years. So I started when I was 15, right? Whoa, that's so crazy. I started when I was 15, and so a lot of things were geared towards, like, a lot of things are geared towards kids and things like that. And it's weird to not be a kid anymore and see, I mean, YouTube has changed a lot. I will say that. Like, but, and I used to go to things like meet and greets, and, like, very seldomly, because I live in New York, and New York, it's a lot, like, I mean, people do meet and greets in New York, and so I met, like, a few YouTubers. Like, I met, like, Making Hearts Makeup, which is not her fucking username anymore. But yeah, Making Hearts Makeup. I met Bethany Moda. I met a few YouTubers back in the day when I was young, and I want to go to shit like that. But now I know that I'm old because I wouldn't be caught dead at fucking VidCon. I wanted to go to VidCon for years, and now I've come to the point where I'm like, I don't want to be there. I don't want to be with a bunch of kids, and that's how I know I'm old. That's how I know I'm aging, because I don't want to be around kids. And it's weird also because I'm at that weird age where I'm not that old, right? Like, technically I'm not that old. Like, compared to, like, obviously my mom or something, she's, like, in her 50s. I am not that old. I've always had an old soul, and I always used to, I was such a loser. And I liked either things that were made for kids or things that were classical and old. I feel very weird because I'm not, like I said, I'm not in that demographic anymore. And I think that's what makes me freak out. But also because I'm not young anymore, the great thing is if I wanted to buy a toy, I can do it. I love buying things like children's books and toys and things like that. And I know it's weird because, like, and I honestly had this moment when I was in Japan because I love toys and things like that. So I bought a bunch of, like, this is a never before heard story. This is just really stupid, but it's kind of funny. So obviously I was looking for, like, cute anime things and, like, kids things because I really like things like Pretty Cure and, like, things kind of demographically for kids. And so I was in Akihabara, and Akihabara also has a lot of these places with a lot of porn and stuff. So I bought, and this is where I was like, this is when I'm weird and I'm an adult, because I bought, also because in Japan it's so much more accessible to buy porn and stuff. I was just like, I really want to get some, because why the fuck not? I'm old enough. You are, what, I think you have to be like 20 to buy in Japan, something like that. So I'm like, I can do this. It's cool. It's great. And then I was also buying kids toys. I'm like, this is such, I'm so weird. I'm weird. I'm just weird. But I mean, oh yeah, this is a weird discussion. But I think honestly, maybe throughout this video, I'm thinking, I feel like I'm in a weird position in my life because I still like things like this. But I feel like even when I'm 50 or 60, I think I'm still going to be collecting Japanese kids books or just toys from the 90s. Or even toys from now, because I fucking love toys. And dolls and stuff, because those things make me happy, you know? And I know that a lot of people, this is a completely different discussion technically, but I know people get weirded out by the idea of adults liking kid things. But I see that this is not like, I mean, yes, back in the day people had to grow up faster, right? And there were things that people had to do, but now, like, with how society is going, I don't think it's wrong to like childish things. You can wait to have kids. Like, I'm probably not gonna have kids till I'm like 30, which, is anyone excited for when the family vlogs will happen? Like, 'cause I kinda am, like, what? I'm kidding, but, I don't know, like, it's a bit, like I said, I don't know really how to developly talk about this, yet, but I kind of just did it in a JK News style, where, like, you pick a topic, you talk kind of about the topic, but then you kind of go off topic. If you guys like the discussions like this more, then, like, just, I don't know, maybe it's because I cope by talking like this, it's like this, but let me know. Maybe I'll do, like, an actually specific video on being in my 20s. and collecting kids stuff because I think it's extremely fun and I get a high from it. So